All right, let's get back to the county of Nairobi, where the Kenya Institute of Special Education is holding a conference, one that is bringing together parents and education stakeholders, among other key players. Zainab Said is on that bit. Zainab, good afternoon.
Thank you, Muchuma. Yes, we're coming live from Kenya Institute of Special Education here, where the institution is holding its fourth conference on parental empowerment and engagement under the theme Parental Empowerment and Engagement in Nurturing of Children with Disabilities. It's a 2-day event that's bringing together different stakeholders in the education sector, parents and caregivers. Moments ago, PS, outgoing education PS Julius Juan officially opened the conference, and he just pointed out few things that the government is doing just to ensure that parents, children with special needs in the country are catered for. He mentioned that the currently ongoing training of teachers on competence-based curriculum, CBC, is also incorporating skills on how teachers will be able to handle children with special needs when they join schools, mentioning that in the previous years that has been a gap and has seen many children with special needs who joined just the normal schools having difficulties in acquiring education, but mentioning that going forward, teachers who will be going to be trained as teachers will be able to get those skills, and just to ensure that children who they are cater for needs of children with special needs once they join the schools. So just to mention more on today's event that will be happening today and tomorrow, we are joined by the institution's chairman, Mr. Habat Sheikh Abdi, who will just shed more light on today's event and what are some of the things that they are looking into discussing in today's conference, and also tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is the last day. Shukran, Dr. Sheikh. And can you just tell us about today's event? What are we expecting will be the findings after the 2 days?
Thank you very much. I'm forgetting the name.
Zainab.
Zainab.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Zainab, for having me today. And let me take this opportunity to welcome you to the Kenya Institute of Special Education. We are holding the 4th annual conference for parents and stakeholders of children with special needs. And as you said earlier, the conference was officially opened by the PS, Early Learning and Basic Education, Dr. Julius Juan, who made wonderful remarks in terms of what the government is doing and what the government emphasizes to do in terms of educational provision and educational support for children with special needs. If I back step a little bit on the institute, the institute was initially primarily built to train teachers who give support and educational instruction to our children with special needs. Long before that, teachers were normally trained in different institutions. Some were being trained in High Teachers College then, others were being trained in Kamwenja then, but Kenya got support from the Danish government in the early 80s, and they put up the Kenya Institute of Special Education, where now all the teacher training was centralized. But as time went on and the dynamics of education for children with special needs continued to change, there was need now to put up this facility that you can see where we are today, the National Assessment and Resource Center. This is a fully funded GOK project. It's officially complete, although it has not been officially opened, and it has been built with taxes from Kenyans. It is fully equipped. It's possible to identify all sorts of disabilities and it's being done by professionals who are stationed in this place. If I now go to the conference that we have been holding for the last 3 years and the 4th year being this year, the basic thing is that we are trying to expose everybody, every Kenyan, to the facts and features of special needs. Some of us have got very little understanding of what special needs is all about. And more importantly, some of us just believe that special needs is something that you are born with. And that once you are born normal, in quotes, then you have no chance of becoming someone with special needs. I want to dispel those rumors, and today, as a professional, reiterate that special needs is something that is lacking in the shadows for all of us. Any one of us could become a person with a disability anytime. For any reason. And therefore, there is need for every person to get to know what it means and appreciate what it means to be a person with special needs. Not necessarily a child with special needs who needs education, but even at the age of 50, if you lose your sight, how do you feel? How do you get back to normal life? If at the age of 60 you become hearing impaired for one reason or the other, you become sick with a sickness that interferes with your central nervous system, and you become deaf, or you become blind at the age of 60. Umezoea kuzungumza, umesha kujua vile ya kutamka maneno. You are used to all this, but all of a sudden you can't hear. All of a sudden you can't see. How do you fit into normal life? What is it that we can do as a government so that you and I, at whatever age that we become people with special needs, what do we need so that we can fit into a normal life? People with special needs are normally people who take a lot of time before they accept that they have a disability. It's just like someone who is sick, and he's being asked, go and test yourself for HIV and AIDS. And he says, no, me, I can't have HIV AIDS. And you see this person really going down. And the important thing, first of all, when you get a condition, is to accept that you have a condition.
Okay.
Then it becomes easy to deal with the condition.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sheikha. But of course, it's a conversation that we'll continue having here today and tomorrow.
Thank you.
And we will be here to cover. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for agreeing to speak to KBC. Yes, Muchuma, as you've heard, we are here at KISE. The conference is going today and tomorrow. Some of the things that the stakeholders want addressed is to make sure that such institutions are also found in different parts of the country. We will be following on the story, and we'll be sure to update our viewers in our subsequent bulletins. Thank you so much. Zainab Said from KISE.